Today on the channel, we're going Macho Madness once again from Latoonie and their Wrestling Giant series with two more versions of the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Macho Man Randy Savage ×2 unboxing from the Wrestling Giant series from Latoonie. And today we got a more traditional Macho Man and a deep cut first time ever rendition of Macho Man here today. But of course, for your Latoonie style figure needs, I mean, there's a lot of them. You got Hasbro style, you got the big talking Hasbro style type figures with the Everest line. You got, of course, the LJN style with the Giant series, all points in between. Head over to Latoonie's website, hit them up, and check these figures out. And you guys know me, I love a big rubber guy style figure, be it the big rubber guys, LJN from Mattel in this day and age, the classic LJNs, and the Latoonie figures. And we've unboxed quite a few Macho Men from them already, and we'll compare those later in this video. But the Macho Man Stampede rolls on with two more versions here. And we're going to start with the classic Macho Man version here. Now, I know some people do give this line a hard time because of Macho Man after Macho Man, and I think it's time to move on from Macho Man. But Macho Man is, a lot of people could be on their Mount Rushmore. So, of course, you're going to try to get the most out of your molds. You're going to try to get the most money out of your licensing agreement. So I can't fault Latoonie for doing that. They're going to try to get as much money back as they can. I think we'd all do the same thing. It's not a non-profit company as far as I'm concerned, or at least I guess I know of, but this one, a little bit more classic Macho, and I don't know their thinkings of why they put this one out here. Only thing I can think of is they wanted to do kind of like Mattel did with their LJN Hulk Hogan, give us something very similar to that Macho Man in a similar style gear, get it back out there for the masses, people that didn't have the old one, couldn't find the old one, whatever have you. But very, of course, LJN inspired in the Giant series and the artwork of these. Poster included as usual. Macho Man there in the front. Ages 18 and up, 17-year-olds cannot handle these big rubber guys. And then there it is on the back. Nothing else going on. You got the UPC. Like I always say, we'd love to see a little cross-sell back here. Let's promote the wares. Why not? Latoonie, Randy Macho Man Savage. And there he goes. Gets off the card. Now, I do think they have about the perfect tightness of card art. It's not going to fall off, but it's not like you got to rip the whole packaging apart. So kudos to them for that. See you later. Goodbye. We do get the poster once again. I guess I better start a poster collection is what I should do. But you got the old Macho Man there. Of course, image of the back of the package. See you later. Goodbye as well. Got the figure. Bam. See you later. Goodbye. And now we got the Macho Man out of the package here. Uh-oh. We got a little, it's just, oh man, hard times for old KP on the back here. We got some of the carding ripped off and onto the back of the Macho's tights. So unfortunately, I don't think there's any fixing that. It's just scuffed in there. So your mileage may vary, but that is disappointing too. His butt is so important, and that came off the back of the card, it looks like. So we see Macho Man there. Is what it is, I guess. But we don't like to see that. We don't like to see that on the figure, especially when we're spending our hard-earned money. You guys know the drill by now. I do got some of that back there. As I always say, your mileage may vary. But we got Macho Man. Usual Macho Man mold we've seen numerous times here on the channel. You get the little striped bandana up there. You got the white Macho Man glasses, the white tape on the hands. He's giving the old ooh yeah right there on the glasses. A classic Macho Man pose, as we do know. We got a little wrist tape down here and hand tape, Fist of Fury over here. Ripped up Macho Man body, just like Macho Man's LJN once upon a time. Got the pink trunks, and a lot of people might say these are the most classic Macho trunks. Your mileage may vary on that. Then you got the yellow boots, the white socks, the yellow knee pads there. Do got some wayward yellow paint on this one, so I'm having a rough time with the quality control on this one. And this line, I haven't had really any quality control problems, but your mileage may vary, as we always do say. Of course, you never know how it's going to rattle out there, but a good-looking Macho Man, all things considered, feels like the past reimagined in a lot of ways, and I guess I have that one from the past right here. We remember the old one as well, so very similar rendition. Different colors. I mean, this one a little darker, a little bit, 1980s. This kind of feels like if LJNs came about today, maybe this would be more akin to what they would put out. So you can definitely see the hallmarks of the past with a little constant learning, constant improvement. There it is, Macho Man Wrestling Giant Series right there. But now we're going to move our attention to one I'm a little bit more interested in, as this is from a deep cut Saturday night's main event Halloween episode where the Macho Man was dressed up as, I guess, George of the Jungle. I guess that's what that is. And we got special card art with this one. Definitely a moment in time for you Macho Man completionists out there, but I'm surprised we've never got this from the Mattel Elite line or somebody along the way, but the time is now. Latoonie did it first, I guess. Got the jungle background, got the cool graphics up here and the lettering kind of off, almost superhero-esque. Looking like Tarzan, maybe, George of the Jungle, whoever it could be. Tarzan, I guess, technically. You do get the soft goods skirt, and if I'm not mistaken, this was announced, 6 months or so ago. I think you can use that for Miss Elizabeth, if I'm not mistaken, or keep it on Macho Man if you want to. Choose your own skirt adventure, like Todd does on the couch every single day. But looking good in the packaging department, 18 and up once again. On the back, there's that classic matchup. We'll never forget Macho taking on that Lion. I think he beat the Lion in the best 2 out of 3s. He did drop the first pinfall, but went 2 in a row after that, which was quite the feat, I do think, taking on a Lion. That's never easy. It's never easy. UPC down there as well. That seems to be about it, but let's get him off the package here. Very tight. There we go, but pops off very nicely. Oh, like I said, pops off nice. Like what we're seeing there. See you later. Whoa, goodbye. Watch out. Knocking things around. Once again, we do get the poster, a hallmark of the Latoonie series, and you get that artwork on the back. You get Macho Man taking on the Lion. You can have that forever on your wall if you need to. See you later. Goodbye. We got that back protector on this one. See you later. Goodbye. And see you later. Goodbye. So we shouldn't have. Yep, we don't. So we did not have that back protector on this Macho, which caused that back of his butt to get a little bit messed up there. As I said, your mileage may vary. Now, this is feeling very similar, but very different at the same time. We're going to dive into it. Obviously, the same posing going on here with the Macho Man. You do got the wrappings here, but the more jungle-themed wrapping on the headband and on the tape. Looking very good. Knee pads got the jungle wrapping. You got the stars on the side, but you got the brown this time around. Looking very good. Almost looks camouflage, which I guess it kind of technically is. But looks very, very nice. In the up top here, same Macho Man head, same pose we've seen historically with the Latoonie Macho Men. And then you get the same Fist of Fury over here on this side. Now, we do get the soft goods print here, and it does have Velcro on the side, so it's just removable just like so. Boom, ready to go, like he's at the club at the old shoe show, maybe. You never know. And this will fit on Miss Elizabeth. I guess I have Miss Elizabeth somewhere here. I got her here. I'm going to take off her dress. Won't be the first time, maybe not the last time, I don't know. But we're going to take her dress off right there. Of course, classic Miss Elizabeth. Soft rubber legs, Miss Elizabeth is what we got going on right here. There is an alternate version with the harder legs. We remember that one. I might chase that down one of these days. It's not a must-have thing for me, but it is definitely an option. As the dogs are going crazy at my house, I don't know if you can hear them. There must be some kind of tomfoolery going outside with the squirrels. Once again, those squirrels, the banes of their existence as of right now. But we do got the skirt. I guess you'd have to wrap it around a couple of times, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to play with that a little bit. But you could use this on Miss Elizabeth if you want to get this over the top. Like so. I don't know. I gotta sit here and really focus on it. I'm not good at dressing my dolls, right, Todd? Is that what we call it? We can make it a strap for her if you want to. I don't know. You can use this for Liz, though, if you need to. If you get a wild hair in you, you can easily do that. But we do have that. Nice to see some soft goods with the LJN style figures. We don't get a ton of that over the years, as we know. But there is some differences you can feel on this figure right off the gate. Now, one thing I've championed the Latoonie brand, and I've talked about it numerous times on the channel, is honestly, they feel the most like an LJN of old. That's including Big Rubber guys and the Mattel figures. They got a little bit of that rubbery give. They got just that feel to them. Now, not 100% there, but I feel like the closest there. Well, this Macho Man is the other direction here, and there is some differences with this Macho Man, as told about when this went up for pre-order. Very hard, very no give at all to the legs on these. I would say the legs, the lower half of this figure, is the farthest away from all those companies as far as Big Rubber guys go. As this one is different pieces here, as they had to do something special. I am by no means an artist or a customizer or anything, but to be able to get the print everywhere, they had to make it different, because if you look in the example that I was shown from the Latoonie Corporation, is the Brutus Beefcake or Iron Sheik. If you look on the inside of their legs, all the paint doesn't wrap around because it's impossible to do that. Something with the making of the figure. So they had to make this guy a little bit different to get this all over the place, all over the trunks on this one. So that is true attention to detail, but at the expense of making it feel like this Macho Man. So the top halves feel the same, but the bottom half doesn't. This is a lot harder. This is a lot softer. So your mileage may vary how you feel about that one. Looks wise, they look very, very similar, obviously different paint going on there, but you can definitely feel the difference on the legs for these two here. So you do got that to take notice to if you want to. Just depends what you want to do with these Latoonie figures, but not a bad piece of business here. I like the idea of all these options. I would be over the moon if they were making Ultimate Warrior figures and giving us 100 different looks of the Ultimate Warrior. I would be here for that. Probably like a lot of Macho Man hardcores are here for that, but for the average Macho Man fan, they're probably like, okay, I got one Macho Man 2. I'm ready to move to something different. And I think Latoonie is trying to do that. They're moving on to Ric Flair. We got Davey Boy Smith around the corner and a few others. And I guess that will be the future of the Latoonie brand. But I do got two more here that we've unboxed on the channel. Look at this army of Macho Men here. It's like the Village People ready to go. A lot of Macho Man madness here at the table today from Latoonie and one Wayward LJN. We also got 3 from the Big Rubber Guys, we do know. Actually, 4 from the Big Rubber Guys. You got the 3 repaints, right? And then a 4th King Macho, and who knows, maybe more in the future. So Macho coming at us from all angles here in 2026. It's a wild time to be a Macho fan. It's a wild time to be a third-party wrestling figure fan as well. So much stuff coming at us, it's hard to keep it straight, even for me, somebody that's in the weeds, in the trenches every single day. But it is a lot of fun, especially when you get to celebrate the nostalgia of the past and things that never happened that finally get a chance to happen, like the Macho Man from Saturday night's main event. So there it is, a double dose of Macho Man figures. Be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments. You need this guy in your collection. You hoping to have this one. You're going to add this to your collection. Let me know in the comments down below. If you made it this far over, you'll like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Each and every single day, you got new stuff posted over there. Glamour shots for all the videos. Both YouTube channel videos early, my podcast early. It's all over there, and it is truly the best way to support the channel. Appreciate all the support. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is also the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show. Every single Tuesday with my wife, Angie, my Miss Elizabeth, I guess. Each and every Tuesday where our podcasts are found with video cast on YouTube. So for a double dose of the Macho Man, Randy Savage, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we going to dance or are we going to play?